Okay.
So
So
yesterday we
yesterday
did some
we did some kind of an introduction
about art, and then after
about
that I
R,
went ahead
and then after
and
that I went ahead and shared various links so that
download
you can
art
download both
studio.
R and
But
R
before
Studio.
we
But
can
before
start
we
to look
we
at
can
now
start
the
to look
software and
at
so on,
now the software
I
and
just
so
want
on.
to pick maybe
I just want to pick maybe
one person, that
one
is
person, that is
Fiona Tumbi.
Fiona
If you can
Tumbi.
still remind us
If you
what
can
we
still
learned
remind us what we
about
learned
art
about
yesterday.
R yesterday.
Hello, Fiona. Are you in a
Hello,
position to
Fiona. Are
speak?
you in a position to speak?
Okay, still on
Okay,
transit.
still on transit.
Uh,
Uh,
Venetia, can you
Venetia,
assist
can
her?
you assist her?
Hi, good evening. Yesterday we had begun the course on R. We did an introduction on R. Then after that, you explained on evolution of R. That is from the time it started and the people who developed it, what was the name? Somebody Ihaka. Then you talked on advantages of R for a statistical computing and graphics. Then after that, you explained on a few companies that uses R, that is Twitter, Ford, New York Times, Human Rights, and Google. And again, you talked on applications on R, that is on data science. You explained it's a real time collection of data and performing statistical and predictive analysis. Then you talked on statistical computing. Then you also explained on use on R on machine learning and predictive analytics. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you so
thank you
much,
so much,
Venetia.
Venetia.
I think,
I
and I
think,
also
and I also
apologies. I have
apologies. I
just
have just
remembered that I
remembered
did
that I
not
did
share
not
the
share the
presentation that I
presentation that
had
I had
yesterday.
yesterday.
That's
That's
the
the
PowerPoint I'll
PowerPoint
share
I'll share
tonight.
tonight.
So,
So
I think the
I think
next
the
thing
next thing
was for
was
us to
for us to
download.
download.
That's
That's
R
R
GUI and
GUI
R
and R
Studio,
Studio,
and I
and I
shared
shared
both
both
links
links
for
for
those
those
who
who
are
are
using
using
Windows, those
Windows,
who are
those
using
who are using
Mac
Mac
and
and
Linux.
Linux.
And I think
And
so
I
far
think so far
I managed to
I
get
managed to get
some
some
inquiries.
inquiries.
So the
So
latest
the
version
latest
is
version is
4.2.3. So
4.2.3.
you
So
might
you
find
might
out
find
that
out that
in the
in
links
the
that I
links that I
shared,
shared,
they were
they were
talking maybe
talking maybe
version 3
version
point
3 point
something and
something
so
and
on.
so on.
But when you
But when
go
you
to
go to
download, you
download,
get
you get
the
the
latest
latest
version
version
because they
because they
keep on
keep on
updating.
updating.
So
So
I
I
just now
just
want
now
us
want
to.
us to,
So maybe
so maybe
before we
before
go
we
there,
go
to
there to
look at the
look at the
interface and
interface
so
and
on,
so on,
any
any
challenges
challenges
did we
did we
all
all
manage
manage
to
to
download and
download and
install
install
both
both
R
R
GUI
GUI
and
and
R
R
Studio?
Studio? Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
just
just
allow
allow
me
me
to
to
so
so
let me
let me
share my
share my
entire
entire
screen.
screen.
So you
So you
downloaded
downloaded
both
both
R
R
GUI
GUI
and
and
R
R
Studio,
Studio,
and
and
R
R
Studio you
Studio you
downloaded
downloaded
it
it
in
in
uh,
uh,
what you
what you
call
call
POSIT.
POSIT. uh, uh,
yeah,
yeah,
downloaded
downloaded
it
it
from
from
Post-it.
Post-it.
So
So
this
this
is
is
how
how
R
R
GUI
GUI
appears
appears
like.
like.
Mine is
Mine is
version
version 4.22
because
because
I
I
still
still
do
do
use it.
use it.
I
I
haven't
haven't
updated.
updated.
Then
Then
R
R
Studio,
Studio,
mine I
mine I
haven't
haven't
pinned
pinned
it
it
in the
in the
taskbar.
taskbar.
It is
It is
here.
here.
Let
Let
me
me
pin
pin
it.
it.
It
It
is
is
it is
it is
already
already
pinned,
pinned,
but why
but why
can't I
can't I
see it?
see it?
Okay,
Okay,
it is
it is
fine.
fine.
So I
So I
want us
want
to
us to
start.
start.
Don't
Don't
start
touch
R
R
Studio. I want
Studio. I
us
want
to
us to
start
start
with
with
R
R
GUI.
GUI.
This is
This is
R
R
GUI.
GUI.
This is
This
the
is the
symbol.
symbol. In most cases, you find out that
Once you
once you
finish
finish
installing,
installing,
a
a
shortcut
shortcut
of
of
it
it
appears in
appears
your
in your
desktop,
desktop,
especially
especially
in
in
most
most
cases for
cases for
those
those
people
people
using
using
Windows.
Windows.
So
So
to
to
launch
launch
it,
it,
or what
or
you
what
call
you
to
call to
open it,
open
you
it, you
just
just
double
double
click it.
click it.
You just
Just
double
double
click.
click.
So
So
this is
this is a
a practical
practical
session.
session.
I'll
I'll
be a
be a
bit
bit
slow.
slow.
And in
And in
case you
case you
have
have
any
any
difficulty,
difficulty,
always
always
raise
raise
up
up
your
your
hand.
hand.
I'll be
I'll be
able
able
to
to
see
see
and
and
assist
assist
you.
you.
So
So
when you
when you
launch
launch
it,
it,
uh,
uh,
this is
this is
what
what
you
you
see.
see.
You will
You will
see
see
a
a
window
window
which is
which is
called the
called the
R
R
console
console window
with
with
some
some
kind of
kind of
writings
writings
there.
there.
As
As
well,
well,
you
you
can
can
see
see
some
some
tabs
tabs
here
here
or
or
some
some
menus
menus
here.
here.
You
You
have the
have the
file,
file,
you
you
have
have
the
the
edit,
edit,
you
we
have the
have the
view,
view,
packages,
packages,
windows, and
windows,
so
and
on.
so on.
So
So
when you
when you
open,
open,
this is
this is
called
called
R
R
GUI.
GUI.
R
R
GUI
GUI
stands
stands
for
for
R
R
Graphic
Graphic
User
User
Interface.
Interface.
GUI
GUI
stands
stands
for
for
Graphical
Graphical
User
User
Interface.
Interface.
And
And
maybe the
maybe the
next
next
question
question
is
is
for
for
us
us
to
to
look
look
at the
at the
definition
definition
of
of
the
the
definition of
definition of
graphical
graphical
user
user
interface, so
interface so
that
that
you
you
understand,
understand,
because
because
those are
those are
technical
technical
terms,
terms,
but
but
it's
it's
important
important
to
to
know.
know.
So
So
when we
when
are
we are
talking
talking
about
about
graphical user
graphical user
interface, you are
interface, you
talking
are
of
talking
a
of a
visual
visual
way of
way of
interacting with a
interacting with a
computer,
computer,
such
such
as
as
using,
using,
for
for
instance,
instance, using
items such
items
as
such as
windows,
windows,
icons,
icons,
menus,
menus,
and so
and so
on.
on.
Basically,
Basically,
this is
this
what
is
we call
what called
graphical
graphical
user
user
interface.
interface.
What you
What
see,
you
like
see,
when
like
you are
when you are
interacting with
interacting
it
with it
with
with
this
this
R
R
GUI
GUI
interface.
interface.
That's now
That's now
what we
what
call the
called the
graphical
graphical
user
user
interface.
interface.
So,
So
moving
moving
forward,
forward,
because
because
this
this
we
we
will
will
not be
not be
using
using
uh,
um,
R
R
GUI
GUI
so
so
much
much
in
in our
work.
work. We will be using R Studio,
But
but
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if
you
you
are
are
very
very
keen
keen when you are following
how
how
to
to
install
install
R
R
GUI
GUI
and
and
R
R
Studio.
Studio.
If you are
If you are
very
very
keen,
keen,
is
is
that
that
in
in
that
that
video
video
it
it
was
was
very,
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 very
very
clear
clear
that
that
you
you
start
start
with
with
R
R
GUI
GUI
first
first
before you
before you
go
go
to
to
R
R
Studio.
Studio,
Because
because
R
R
GUI,
GUI
or
or
this one
this
that
one
we
that
can
we can
see
see
here,
here
is the
is the
base. It's
base,
like
is
the
like the
foundation.
foundation.
Without
Without
it,
it,
R
R
Studio
Studio
cannot
cannot
exist.
exist.
Meaning that
Meaning that
R
R
Studio
Studio
runs
runs
on
on
items
items
that
that
are
are
found,
found,
or
or
tools or
tools or
programs that
programs
are
that
found
are
in
found
R
in R
GUI.
GUI.
That's
That's
why
why
you
you
start
start
installing
installing
it
it first
first before
before
installing
installing
R
R
Studio.
Studio,
Because
because
R
R
Studio
Studio
is
is
just an
just an
integrated
integrated
development
development
environment.
environment. for R GUI. So having seen this, we have this window called the console window. The console window is mostly where you type your instructions and also at the same time get the output there. This is called the console window. But also, uh, maybe you might wonder how am I going to clear this and so on. In your laptop or desktop, if you click on the Control L key, Control plus L, like Control and L together, everything there will be cleared. Like you press in your keyboard, in your laptop or desktop Control, then L together, it will clear the console window. So I'm not going to explain these tabs so much because I'm going to explain them in um, R Studio, the main tool that we are going to use. But the purpose why I have started with R GUI, we have some things we are going to use. We have some items we are going to do here and repeat the same on R Studio. Then at the end of it, I'll ask you a question for you to make a decision or to advise why should someone work with R Studio and not R GUI. And I just want us to start. See, having cleared your uh, having cleared, I have maximized my window. Having cleared your console, I want you just to type 1 plus 1. And in case you have any difficulty, please let me know so that you are not left behind, even if we are having the recording. So, when you click 1 plus 1, then enter. You click the enter key. Yes, Samuel? Yes, yes, Samuel.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm having a challenge. I'm not able to open R GUI. I don't know whether that's giving me an
Uh,
error.
you are using which kind of, what do you call
I'm
it?
using Linux.
Because in Linux we have specific, I think, way in which programs are being opened, which other
Oh,
soft,
okay.
yes.
Okay, so I only have Linux. Okay, let
Mhm.
me open through terminal.
Okay, yeah, try and we see. Then there's another person as you are opening, there's another question. Okay, just a minute so that I can be able to see the charts here.
Okay.
Okay. So
Both
both
Almasi
Almasi
and
and
Ngonga,
Ngonga,
are you
are you
both
both
using
using
Mac?
Mac?
Yes, I'm using Mac.
What
About
about
Shanice?
Shanice? Yes, you
Yes, you
can
can
just
just
maybe.
maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
For
For
Windows,
Windows, you
you just
just
press
press
Control
Control
L.
L.
Control
Control
L.
L.
Thank you, I did it.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, I just did
Oh,
it.
okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, there was who Almas and
So there was who
maybe for
maybe
was it
for
Sam?
was it Sam?
No, me, Almasi.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
There was someone else who had issues.
There was someone else who had issues.
So for those, I think for those who are
So for
using
those,
Mac,
I think
let me
for those who are
type
using
here.
Mac, let me type here.
If you want to,
If
if
you
you
want
want to use
to,
the key
if you want to
combination,
use the key
press
combination,
Options.
you press
Sorry,
Options. Sorry,
Options
Options
plus
plus
Command plus L
Command plus L.
for Almasi. Yes, Almasi, I see
For
your hand is up.
Almasi,
I have
yes,
typed.
Almasi, I see your hand is up. I have typed.
A minute, let me try it.
Okay.
Okay.
It worked. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. There's one more
Okay,
person
thank
whom
you.
we have left. Yes,
There's one
Francis.
more person whom we have left. Yes, Francis.
I'm trying to create the I open the R, but creating is not working for me. I don't know why. If I press Control plus L, it's just going down. So I don't know what is happening.
Control plus
Control
L.
plus L.
Yes.
Which kind of
Which kind of
operating system?
operating
Sorry,
system?
Windows are you
Sorry,
using?
Windows are you using?
I'm using Windows 8.
Windows 8.
Windows
Okay.
8. Okay.
Are you in a
Um,
position you
are you in
can
a
share your
position you
screen?
can share your screen?
Uh, okay. Then let me share you on WhatsApp.
Or you are not in a
Or you are
position,
not in a
like you
position,
can't
like
share
you can't
right
share
away here?
right away here?
Mm, let me try.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
For Sam, yes, Sam.
Still giving an error, unable to find terminal required for application.
What about if you go to your application launcher? On the application launcher, it should go there after installation.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
Or maybe
Or
you can
maybe
solve
you can solve Francis'
Francis.
issue. Yes,
Yours
Francis,
has worked.
yours has worked.
Has it worked?
Has it worked?
No.
Maybe you
I'm
can.
trying.
Okay, in case it
Okay,
does
in
not
case it
even
does
work
not
in
even work
the
in the,
what do we call
in the R,
this is called
this is called R
GUI. This is
GUI.
not the
This
main
is
that
not
we
the
are going
main
to
that we are
use
going to use
in R
in R
console.
console.
So
Sorry,
in R
in R
Studio, we have
Studio,
just
we have just
a button that
a
you
button
can
that
use
you can use
and clear. But
and clear.
also,
But also,
maybe you can
maybe you can
suppose.
suppose.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, I'm not sharing my
Let me share
screen.
my
Let me share
screen.
my screen first.
Another way to do
Another way
so,
to do so, just go,
or maybe you
or
can
maybe you
mute.
can
There's
mute.
an
There's
echo.
an echo.
You see
You see
this
this key
button called the
button called the
edit button,
edit button,
or
or
the
the
edit
edit
icon
icon
up here.
up
Can you
here.
see it?
Can you see it?
Can you
Can
see
you
where it's
see where it
written
is
edit?
written edit,
Francis?
Francis?
Yes.
Okay, when you
Okay, when you
click on
click
it,
on it,
there's
there's
clear
clear
console.
console.
You click,
You
then
click,
it will
then it will
clear.
clear.
Go to
Go
edit
to edit
button,
button,
then
then
clear
clear
console, then
console,
it will
then it will
clear.
clear.
Francis, you will
Francis, you will
confirm if that
confirm
has
if that
worked for
has
you
worked for you before we
resolve the
resolve the
last
last
technicality, then we
technicality, then we
proceed.
proceed.
You can
You can
confirm from the
confirm
chat.
from the chat.
Francis, we are waiting for your
Francis, we are waiting
confirmation.
for your confirmation.
Maybe Sam.
Maybe Sam.
Sorry. Yes,
Sorry,
Francis.
sorry. Yes, Francis.
My network is so slow, so I'll confirm in the chat.
Okay. So,
Okay,
but
so
you
but
have
you
followed
have
how
followed how
it is done.
it is done.
Like you go
Like you
to
go
file,
to file,
not
sorry,
file,
not file,
edit
edit
button
button
or
or
icon,
Edit,
icon,
yes.
then clear
then clear
console. Then
console.
you will see
Then you
where
will
it's
see where it
written
is
clear
written
console.
clear
You
console.
click
You
on it.
click on it.
No, all right.
Okay.
Sam,
Sam,
the
the
progress on your
progress
side.
on your side.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you in a
Are you in a
position
position to share your screen, or you have very confidential information that
No, I
cannot
don't
be
have.
displayed?
Yeah, no issue.
Okay.
Okay. Let me stop
Sharing.
sharing.
We are
We are
waiting
waiting
for you,
for you,
Francis.
Francis.
Uh, uh,
No, sorry, not
it's not.
Francis.
It's
Sorry,
not
not
Francis.
Francis. Not you.
It
It
was
was
Sam.
Sam.
Was it
Was it
Sam?
Sam?
You're not able to see my screen. I think.
No, no, no.
I
I
can't
can't
see
see
from
from
my
my
end.
end.
I think I'm not able to share.
Mm.
Just I need to log out and then log in again. I'm
Okay.
Okay,
not
I
able
think.
to.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
that's
fine.
fine.
Maybe I can continue.
Okay.
Okay.
You
You
can
can
try to
try to
reshare
reshare
again.
again.
Yes,
Yes,
Sam.
Sam.
I
I
can't
can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
I
I
see.
see.
Just
Just
try
try
in
in
case it
case it
doesn't
doesn't
work.
work.
We
We
will
will
just
just
proceed,
proceed,
but
but
I'll
I'll
record a
record a
video
video
maybe and
maybe and
share
share
with you
with
a
you a
separate
separate
one
one
so
so
that
that
you are
you are
able
able
to
to
launch.
launch.
I think I would rather do that because now I'm unable. It's reaching a place and then I'm not able to share like the screen. I'm not able to share at all at all.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'd rather we continue.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
Maybe
in
in
case
case
after
after
class you
class you
have a
have a
few
few
minutes,
minutes,
maybe we
maybe we
can
can
look at
look at
that.
that.
But
But
as
as
well, I
well, I
can
can
record,
record,
then
then
share with
share with
you.
you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
I
I
think we
think we
can
can
look
look
at a
at a
few
few
things,
things.
and
And
as I
as I
said,
said,
the
the
purpose
purpose
of
of
this is
this is
just
just
to
to
demonstrate
demonstrate
how to
how to
differentiate
differentiate
R
R
Studio
Studio
and
and
R
R
GUI.
GUI.
So
So
where
where
we
we
have
have
this
this
R,
R,
uh,
uh,
sorry,
sorry, the red,
something
something
that
that
looks
looks
like a
like a
vertical
vertical
stick,
stick,
where
where
my
my
cursor
cursor is
called the
called the
prompt.
prompt.
Like
Like
that
that
is
is
where you
where you
type
type
your
your
codes.
codes.
So
So
for
for
instance, I
instance, I
had
had
just
just
typed
typed
one
1 + 1.
then
Then
when
when
you
you
press
press
enter
enter
in
in
your
your
keyboard,
keyboard,
it
it
gives
gives
you
you
an
an
output
output
of
of
2.
2.
So
So
what
what
does
does
that
that
tell
tell
you?
you?
It
It
tells you
tells you
that
that
R
our
GUI
GUI
also
also
has
has
that
that
memory
memory
like a
like a
calculator.
calculator.
It
It
can
can
do
do
some
some
kind of
kind of
basic
basic
mathematical
mathematical
operations.
operations.
Um, then
Then
also
also
there's
there's
something
something
I
I
want to
want to
showcase
showcase
because
because
I
I
want to
want to
show
show
different
different
windows
windows
because
because
currently you
currently you
can
can
see
see
just
just
one
one
window
window
called the
called the
console
console
window,
window.
and
And
the
the
objective,
objective,
my
my
objective
objective
is
is
to
to
show
show
you
you
different
different
kind
kind
of
of
windows.
windows.
And I
And I
want to
want to
introduce you
introduce
to
you to
something
something
that we
that
will
we will
learn
learn
maybe
maybe
during the
during the
third day
third
or
day or
fourth,
fourth,
most
most
likely
likely
fourth
fourth
day.
day.
But
But
let me
let me
just
just
introduce it
introduce it
here
here
first.
first.
I want
I
to
want to
introduce you
introduce
to
you to
what
what
called
call
variables or
variables
what
or what
called
call
objects in
objects in
R.
R.
Let us
Let us
come
come
with
with
what
what
called
call
cells.
cells.
And
And
these
these
cells,
cells,
these
these
cells,
cells,
I'm
I'm
going to
going to
store it
store
in
it in
what
what
called a
call a
vector.
vector.
I'll be
I'll be
teaching
teaching
what a
what a
vector
vector
means.
means.
But the
But a
vectors
vectors
mostly in
mostly in
R
R
means
means
a
a
collection of
collection of
objects of
objects
the
of the
same
same
data
data
type.
type.
So I
So I
have
have
my
my
cells.
cells.
In
In
R,
R,
cells is
cells
a
is a
variable.
variable.
Then
Then
the
the
assignment,
assignment,
like
like
the
the
assignment
assignment
object in
object in
R,
R,
not
not
object,
object
operator,
operator,
is
is
the
the
inverted
inverted
arrow
arrow
sign.
sign.
It's
It's
not
not
equal
equal
sign. We
sign. We
don't
don't
use
use
equal
equal
sign
sign
the
the
way
way
we
we
use
use
in
in
other
other
softwares
softwares
like
like
Python and
Python and
so
so
on.
on.
We
We
use
use
the
the
inverted
inverted
arrow.
arrow.
As you
As you
can
can
see
see
here,
here,
in
in
case you
case you
have
have
difficulty to
difficulty to
know
know
where
where
it
it
is in
is in
your
your
keyboard,
keyboard,
like
like
mine,
mine,
I'm
I'm
using
using
HP,
HP,
a
a
light
light
book.
book.
I
I
just
just
press
press
shift,
shift,
then
then
the
the
less
less
than
than
sign,
sign,
then
then
followed by
followed
the
by the
subtraction.
subtraction.
It
It
gives
gives
me
me
an
an
inverted
inverted
kind of
kind of
arrow,
arrow,
kind of
kind of
symbol.
symbol.
So
So
that
that
is
is
used
used
for
for
assignment.
assignment.
I'm assigning
Assigning
my,
my,
I'm
I'm
coming
coming
with a
with a
variable
variable
called
called
cells.
cells.
In
In
this
this
variable
variable
called
called
cells, it
cells, it
has
has
values.
values.
There's
There's
another
another
function
function
in
in
R
R
called
called
concatenate.
concatenate.
For
For
those
those
people who
people who
have
have
ever
ever
used
used
Excel,
Excel,
I
I
think you
think you
have
have
come
come
across
across
what
what
concatenate.
concatenate.
To
To
concatenate means
concatenate
to
means to
join
join
together.
together.
For
For
instance,
instance,
if I
if I
have,
have,
let us
let
say
us
you
say you
have two
have two
names.
names,
Um,
um,
you
you
have
have
maybe
maybe
two
two
names.
names.
Let
Let
us
us
say
say,
uh,
uh,
maybe
maybe
Philip,
Philip,
Walpole.
Walpole.
Those are
Those are
two
two
names.
names.
So
So
in
in
those two
those two
names, we
names,
have
we have
Philip in
Philip in
one
one
column,
column,
we
we
have
have
Walpole
Walpole
on the
on the
other
other
column.
column.
So
So
if you
if
want
you
to
want to
join
join
together,
together,
we
we
call
call
that
that
concatenate.
concatenate.
That
That
mostly
mostly
happens
happens
in
in
data
data
pre-processing.
pre-processing.
So
So
in
in
our
our
cells
cells
variable,
variable,
I
I
want us
want
to
us to
contain
contain
values.
values.
And
And
those
those
values,
values,
the
the
concatenate
concatenate
symbol
symbol
is
is
small
small
c,
c.
we
We
represent it
represent
by
it by
small
small
c.
c.
Th-
Then since it is a function, Any function must always be followed by what? A parenthesis. A parenthesis, okay, most people call it bracket, but it is not bracket. This is called parenthesis because we have the square bracket, we have the parenthesis, we do have what called the curly bracket and so on. So this is called the parenthesis. And um, even for instance, I like using maybe Excel that we most people have come across. If you want to sum values in Excel and we put equal to sum, you must always open the bracket. Then after that, you close that bracket. As I said, it's called the parenthesis. So concatenate, open the bracket. I want us to type values in our vector. These values, and don't be worried so much. It looks bit technical currently, but I'm just using it to showcase something, but we will come there. I want you to type maybe cells, these are cells, maybe 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then you close your parenthesis. Yes, Brenda?
Okay, I don't know how, because you have two screens. You are using two devices. Now I'm not able, even if I pin your screen, I'm not able to see what you are typing. So I'm not able to really follow.
So you can't see my screen like or the word, the font
No,
size is
not
so.
your, yes, whatever you are typing. I can see the screen, but I can't see what you are typing.
Let me try do something. Okay, the preferences. I'm trying to change my font size. Let me see if is that okay.
It's better. You can zoom a bit.
Okay, let me check once more.
Yes, I think that's better.
Okay, I can maybe go to 24 and see. Is it a bit visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
So I have my variable here called cells, we call it an object. Then we have an assignment operator. This one that I say it looks like an inverted arrow. Then followed by the concatenate function. This C is small c, is a lowercase. Then you open the bracket. Later we will learn that inside a function we have what called arguments, and our arguments are our values. So let us say these cells we had 10, 15, 20, 25, and up to 30. After that, always, as I said, when you open the parenthesis, you have to close it. So after closing it, you press enter. So after that, let us come, we have cells, then we have, what can I again pick? Is it marketing cost? Mm-hmm. So let us say these are cells, and maybe cost. Let us say cost. Yeah. The same thing, concatenate. Maybe now this one, let us put 5, 7, maybe 9, and let us say 15, then I close it. Yes, Almasi.
I have a question. How do you put the arrow?
This is called an assignment operator. Like the
Yes.
same way you can say that I assign these values. Okay, in Python, for instance, we normally use equal sign to assign, like what we call declaring variables.
Yeah.
So, but in R, we use, this is one operator. It is called an operator that is used for assignment in R. It looks like an inverted arrow.
Okay. How do
Yes.
you key it in?
Yes.
Then how do you key it in?
Or keyed in,
Yeah.
like in your keyboard, if you have this symbol, the less than symbol, the one, this one, the one that looks like a V, but
The,
a V that faces.
so is that plus the minus sign?
Yes. Then you key in the minus. You key them separately.
Okay.
You
Okay.
don't. Yeah.
Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Let me check again. Yeah. Ephraim, yes.
I think I joined late a bit. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
How do you key that the greater sign from the start, before the sets and before the 1+1?
Which one? This symbol. This one. Sorry. Let me try to highlight.
The greater sign.
Oh no, that one is automatic. It is a prompt. It is there automatically. You don't key in. This one, right? This one. This one.
Yeah, the first, yeah.
No, that one is there. It is a prompt that is inbuilt in R. The one that we key in, we start with, like, for instance, cells, then operator and so on. But this one is called a prompt that shows you where are you going to start writing your code from. Unless if you are using, we are going to see another window called the script window. The script window does not have these prompts. And that is the window that you are mostly recommended to use it. And we are coming there. But
For me, it's giving,
Ephraim?
it's giving a plus sign. When I enter, giving the B with plus sign.
Okay, maybe you can just share your screen. That's the best way we can troubleshoot. Yes, Brenda?
I'm also not able to do it.
Just share your screen. Anyone who can share? Okay, already there is a mistake. Let me troubleshoot. Let us start from the problem. This is another thing that we are troubleshooting. The first error that you have made, okay, the problem with working with the console window, you cannot, it is not easy to edit. That's another disadvantage, and that's why we are going to see that it is easy to work in the script window. But this is how you are going to do it. In your keyboard, Brenda, press the upward arrow.
On keyboard.
Upward arrow.
The shift.
No, not the shift. We have these keys, the upward, downward, rightward, I don't know, and left. Not there in your keyboard.
Page up, page down, something like that.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. I think it is called the page down, page up, and so on.
Uh-huh.
Continue.
What do I type?
No, don't type anything. Continue
Okay.
pressing the
Oh,
page up.
okay.
Yeah, not long pressing, but like a continuation. Because I go to the downward, use the downward. I want us to edit first of all this code that has got an error. Use the page down.
Nothing is happening.
Okay, just a minute. No, the use the page up, not down. Yes, yes, that one. So we want to edit it. First, the first mistake you have made, you have entered equal sign instead of a minus. After, in this assignment operator, yes, there, edit it. Yes, execute that line now. Enter, press enter. Yeah, that is okay now. Okay, the second one also, it will just be cost. It will
There's,
just be, yes.
there's something that you say that this concatenate. Once you are not supposed to type it. It should.
No, what you are not supposed to type, you see after you press enter,
Yes.
you see you jump to a new line. And
Okay.
when you jump to a new line, we have this greater than symbol that you can see there.
Yes.
Yeah, that one you don't type it, it comes automatically.
Okay. Now I get it.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. In this, what are we trying to do? We are trying to.
No, there's something I want to show you the difference windows
Okay.
in R GUI. That's
Okay.
the objective. But these ones, whatever we are doing, we will learn it somewhere. It is somewhere. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Then for Gertrude, how do I get the inverted arrow? We don't have an inverted arrow in the keyboard, but let me take a photo and share, I think, in the WhatsApp group too, for you to see those symbols. Okay, this is matching tech. For there's someone, I see the mistake that you have made. I see the plus button, but let us just let me assist this one. I don't know who has shared something in the group. You can share your screen if you're in a position to do so. As I'm sharing this, I'm trying to do some editing. So for Gertrude, there's this symbol, the symbol that is with the comma together. That's the first symbol. Then the next symbol you type a minus, it will give you the inverted arrow. But we don't have any laptop that has an automatic inverted arrow. Get to try that and get back to me. Then there was someone who had that plus. Please share your screen here. Um, mhm. Just use the app, the what do we call? Is it called the page what? I call it the upward arrow, but there's a different name. Yes?
Oh, I've shared.
Oh yeah, I want you to press in your keyboard because already there is a mistake, or just go and clear the console. Clear the console. Edit. Mhm, mhm. Still they start plus because that plus means which kind
Yes.
of you are using Windows.
Yes.
Because what a plus means in R, it means there was something you are trying to type and it was not complete, but that is not an issue. Another way we can do it, try to use the downward, is it called the downward key or arrow?
Page down.
Yeah, page down. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, the page down arrow in your, nothing is changing,
Having.
upward.
Nope.
Mm. Okay, I'm also interested to know when you launched your R GUI, it automatically came up with this plus.
Yes.
Try to stop sharing first, close it and open it once more because this is interesting. For Gertrude, have you managed to get that assignment operator? Okay, thank you. So let us wait for our colleague so that we can solve that. I think we can now have a break, then come and complete the objective that we wanted to achieve. Because the main objective, as I said, I just wanted to show you the different windows in R Studio, GUI. We do the same in R Studio, then after that, now we compare. Yes, Ephraim?
To launch it again,
Mm-hmm. You're saying?
let me launch it again.
Okay, okay. Okay, let us be a bit patient. Yeah, I think it is okay now. You can type the code. Start with cells. It was cells. We started with cells. Yes, cells. Just type cells. put the assignment operator, that's the less than symbol, then minus. No, don't. There's no need of putting a space, though it is immaterial, but don't put yes. Then minus in him. Then put the concatenate symbol small c first before you open the parentheses. Then the values now that we had input 10, comma 15, comma 20, 25, then 30. Then close the parentheses, enter. Okay, I think that is fine. Allow me now to proceed so that we can complete coming up with the second variable. Oh, the second variable I had already created it. It is called cost. You can just type whatever I had created. It's called cost. Cost, then you put the assignment operator, then concatenate, you input those values. After that, we are going to leave it there, but after our break, I'm going to plot. My objective is to come up with some kind of a plot or a graph so that I try to explain something. Okay, so I think we can go for our 15 minutes break. We come back at 9:20. Then we will be in a position to proceed. But I'm just leaving my screen. I'm leaving my screen. So I think we can proceed from where we left. And do we have anyone who has challenges apart from our colleague who is using Linux? Okay. So I want us to plot. Let me minimize my. I'm trying to just disappear. Okay, it is just fine. I'm trying to. There's a function called plot. The plot function is used to come up with graphs or graphics in R. So I want us to plot costs against sales, then enter. Oh, I know the mistake. Because, sorry, the mistake that is here, let me say sales has how many entries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I come to cost, it has how many entries? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. So I have, first of all, to ensure my cost also has the same entries as sales. So how am I going to edit that? I'm going to use the upward arrow until I get costs. Sorry. Then after 15, maybe we can add 20. Then enter to ensure that they are of equal length. That's why that issue has come up. Then after that, now I can proceed and plot my cost against cells. So there is a pop-up, another window that has come up from nowhere that shows the relationship between our cells and cost. So you can see if you draw a line, it is some kind of linear relationship, like as the cost, the budgeting cost maybe is being increased, the number of cells also increase. Anyone else who has gotten another window, because that's the objective. The objective is not even to see the relationship interpretation and so on. This is still early. The objective is just for us to understand the interface.
Yes, I ran into an error. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know people. I knew people will get errors. I know why. I'm going to explain, but I didn't want to clarify it so that, yes, Ferran, I know where the error is coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to clarify it. Any other person?
Yes.
An error also?
Yeah, an error.
Okay, thank you. So, Ferran, are you in a position to share? I start with you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you can share your screen. Argument 5 is empty. Argument 5 is empty. Okay, let me check. Yeah, it is empty because after the comma you didn't put 20. So I want us to edit it. Use the I call it the upward arrow. Just accept me. Just allow me to use that, the one that Brent has tried to explain to us. So try to use it so that, yeah. Then after 15 comma put 20. Then also that answers Almas's question on how to edit, comma, Ferrat, comma, then 20, then open, close the parenthesis. I can't see any movement in your screen. Yes, comma, just put a comma. After 15, yes, then 20, close the parenthesis, enter. Enter. No, the enter button is in your keyboard. Just press once. Yes. Then plot. Now, plot. Cost, comma, cells. Plot, open the parenthesis, cost, comma, cells. Close it, the parenthesis, enter. Okay, again we have an issue. So our cell, our cost has how many entries? The recent one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then cells 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so your cells again, we have to work on our cells. So, continue, continue until we get cells. Yeah, cells also after 30, put a comma, maybe put at 5. Then close the bracket, enter. Let us plot now. You can use just the same R instead of writing plot all over again. You can just scroll, use the same. Okay, you can type whichever way. Just type it, Ferran. Yes. Post against cells. Enter. Yes, that's fine. So you see a new window has popped up. Yeah, you can stop sharing so that we can resolve other people's issues. There's an issue I was expecting to pop up. I don't know who has gotten that error. Yes, Brenda?
Mine, I'm getting an error.
Okay, you can share. And also, guys, could not find the function plot because plot starts with small p, not capital P. So try to use the upward, yes, edit P so that it is small. Then also after plot, there is no need of putting a space in between. So it is in material, yes. Then execute. Okay, thank you. There's another kind of error I was expecting. Who has gotten an yes, Ephraim? You can just stop sharing, Brenda. Ephraim, do you have an error?
Yes.
Okay, you can try and share so that I can see. Yeah, yours also is just the same that we have been trying to solve, like the length of the x values and the y values are not the same. Like for instance, let us see. When we go to cells, there are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we go to cost, they are 1, 2, 3, 4. So they must be of the same length. So use the upward arrow. No, we want to, yeah, we edit cost. So after 15, put comma, put 20. So, sorry, those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Yes, enter, execute it, enter. Then now plot. We are plotting cost against sales. Plot, not sales against cost. Cost, start with cost, then sales. Of course, still it will give you an output but inverted. Start with cost, then sales. Enter. Yeah. Thank you. There's another error I'm looking. There's no one has gotten an error. There's an error that I was looking for. Okay. So, yes, Almasi.
So I have a question. Uh,
Yes.
so for example, we had an error where the values, if they were not equal, for example, we had 4 in cost and 5 in sales, it brought the return brought an error. So what if, so it means if we have data that is inconsistent, we can't really use it in R. We have to clean it and stuff.
Yeah, mostly, as we said during our data science foundation unit, is that we have what we call data pre-processing, and 70% of work in most organizations that are dealing with big data and collecting data using the new technologies and so on is very dirty. And therefore, we spend a lot of time in cleaning it. Even, for instance, I know that you haven't been part of the community learning project that we have been doing. You see, the kind of data that we collected is very disorganized and so on, but we have managed to clean it or to do what called data pre-processing, and it's ready now. It is not about R alone. Even Excel, even Python, and any other language, you cannot use it when the data has not been pre-processed in most cases. I hope that is fine, Almasi.
Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. I've got it.
Okay. So before I even explain, you see, there's something I was looking forward to. Yeah. Uh, you see, when we were assigning variables, my sales was starting with capital S and my cost capital C. But I, if I was to make a blunder and come here and plot, then cost start with capital C, sorry, small c, and sales small s, I could have gotten an error. And therefore, we normally say that R is case sensitive, like cost with capital C cannot be interpreted as cost with small c. So if you have written yours with small c, even when you are coming to write plot, it must be the same, or else you will get an error. I was looking forward for that error, but fortunately we did not get anyone who got such an error. Yes, Almasi.
Oh, I had that error, but I sorted it out.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. So now, because it was an interface issue, Salom, what have you seen? Like, what have you learned? What have you seen? Let me use that term. What have you seen? When we started and after we plotted the graph, what have you seen?
Okay. There's an additional window which has been created.
Yes, just end it there because you might add and spoil it. Yeah, thank you so much. There's an additional window that has been created that was not there. Uh, I see Nancy, your hand was up. You wanted to contribute?
Yes, thank you. I wanted some clarity.
Yes.
Probably I would share my window so that I can ask the question of what you had explained.
Okay, thank you.
Let me just see, I don't know why it's doing that error. So what were you saying about the case sensitive for sales and cost?
Okay, so for instance, maybe you can just use yours to experiment.
Yes.
So then I'm wondering why your graph keeps on
I also don't know. Maybe I've done it several times.
Oh,
I
so
don't know why
you
it's
have
like that.
various codes running.
Yes.
Maybe you can close that window so that we can use yours first as
You mean this one?
yeah, it is fine now. So
Yes.
you see where it is written plot.
Yes.
The issue with the console, you cannot edit. First of all, use the upward arrow
Upward
to,
arrow.
or just type plot again. Yeah, that's fine. So where there is cost,
Yes.
because yours is small, like case the sensitivity, like you have used the small letters, where
Yes.
this cost start with capital C.
I put capital C.
Yes,
So do
exactly.
I do it again?
No, just edit that one. Just edit it.
I can't edit.
No,
Okay.
not there. Where
Uh-huh.
the plot function. The plot function. Don't interfere with the. I just where there's the plot function. Continue.
I don't
Continue.
even I don't even know how to get there, how to go back.
Use the. Is it called the upward? I call it the upward
Yes.
arrow
That
in your
upward
keyboard.
arrow,
Yeah,
Then
that
you
one. Sorry.
but
then
that's
you
the
go
much
down.
I can do. I don't feel like it's going anywhere.
No, you are
See,
almost. Yes.
she can use now the down.
The downward. Yeah. If it, yes. Plot.
Again,
Continue.
I continue.
Yes.
upward. Yeah.
There. No. You have gone beyond. I want us to have yes that one.
Mm-hmm.
So where the cells, let us work with cells. Use capital S.
So I go to
There. Yeah.
okay. I got
Capital S.
yes.
Then enter. Execute that line of code now.
This one.
Yes. Enter.
Cost, I'm not touching it.
Yeah, don't touch it. This, yeah. So you see, there's an error. It is telling you that object cells not found. The main reason why it is not found because the cells that you have used to assign to store your data starts with a small case, like the small s.
Okay.
But the cells now you are telling R to plot is starting with capital S, which
Okay.
are two totally different things. And that's why we say that R is case sensitive.
Okay, thank you. I get that.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Brenda.
My graph has disappeared.
Or you have minimized. You might have minimized.
Yes,
You
how do
can
I
share.
get
You can share your screen. Is it you have minimized or try to run again that function, the plot? Still, you can't see it. I think you have minimized. I can't see your entire screen, but I'm sure it is somewhere in the task, around the taskbar.
Okay.
But it is somewhere. I know you have minimized it, but I can't see your entire screen. Yes?
Ngoja ite chai. Ama uko sawa? Uko sawa?
Nancy, I don't know if you have a question or. Oh, sorry for that. Okay, maybe we can continue. So, what we have learned that there's another window that has popped up. I want us to do the last thing on R GUI. There's another window. First of all, before I go there, Collins, you have been so quiet today. What have you learned when you are working with the console window? Based on whatever we have been trying to do in the console, what have you learned? Okay, anyone who can assist Collins, what have you learned or observed when you are working with the console window? Leave alone the graphics window. This window that has popped up with a graph is called the graphics window. Then the other one is called the console. For those who have, yes, Ferran?
Yes, you want me to summarize what we have learned so far?
Yes, from the just console window, the console window, the one that you have been typing the codes.
Yes, and for example, what I have understand is that you can also it only correspond to certain things. It understands, for example, some figures, some way of communicating. There is no, for example, you just type in something, then it reacts. So, for example, the cells and the cost, what I have understand is that you need to have what they call a corresponding number or the same number of in that bracket. Where we had cells like 5 slots or 4 slots, by cells you need to have, for example, at the same time, same number of slots. Then on that, what do you call blank space, you need to have a certain way of reacting or that interface. For example, when you go the curve against the cells to the cost, you need to have some key something or some key way of, let's say, I need to get that data to do something visualized or to react in a certain way. You need to put in something, for example, the plots. Then it's where I understand the cost and the sales. You plot against so that you get some kind of visualization or some kind of reaction, whatever you have code. That's a way of me understanding. Yeah?
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. Maybe to summarize this, I just want someone to, like based on the UX, UX is user design, like how you are interacting with the console window and so on. Maybe Philip, do you have something for us?
So for me, what I've seen from the console, it's that it's actually very difficult. As in, if you have done other languages like Python and the rest, this one I've seen that editing, let's say like costs into like five elements, you have to go down and then you press up and just to add an element rather than just clicking on the cost and adding the element itself. So for me, I've observed that GUI it's quite how do I say it, difficult, if I may say.
Okay, thank you. Venetia?
Okay, on my side, I've realized the interface is quite interactive. That is, it tells you if there is an error and where the error is. So that makes it easy to kind of find and manipulate where the error is. I've not really interacted with other languages, so I cannot compare. But I really like that it's interactive.
Okay, thank you so much. So basically, I think I have liked how both of you have contributed, both positively and negatively with regards to it. But my observation is that, as Philip has said, I don't want to compare it with other languages. But you see, when you make a mistake, you have to hustle, like you have to scroll up and down for you to rectify it. Secondly, I cannot tell you like maybe Philip go to line number 5 of call, that's where you have made your mistake and so on. So it is very difficult mostly to do the editing. And therefore, there's another window called the script window. The script window that you can type just your codes, you can edit the way you want. But when you execute those codes, the output will be shown in the console window. So to open the script window, go to File. The file icon is up here. Open File. Sorry. Yeah, it should be file. I don't know why mine. It is file. Go to file. When you click file, there's a new pop-up window that comes. In this pop-up window, you go to new script, which is number 2. Go to file, go to file, menu. Then when you click file, a pop-up opens, then we have new script. You click on new script. Once you click on new script, a new window opens. I want just to, where is it? I wanted to minimize it so that I can be able to see other windows. This was the console. Okay. Sorry. This is the graphics. Yeah, it is down here. The editor window, it is down here. This one. It's called the editor or the script window. So, I want us maybe to type 5 plus 5, enter, maybe 30, maybe less 10 minus 10, enter, and so on. So you see, when you are typing, there's nothing that is happening. But for instance, if I want to execute these codes, I highlight all of them, then control, I highlight all of them, then shift R. Sorry for that. I've done a mistake. I can undo it. I can undo it. To undo it, you just go to edit, then undo. Sorry. It should be here. Yeah, the first one, undo. You highlight everything, then control R. Then when you go to the console window, I'm sure you can get the results. Mine are all minimized. Where is the console? Yeah, you can see the output here. 5 plus 5, 10, 30 minus 10, 20. So you see the script window. Yes, Almasi.
Would you please repeat? I missed that point.
Okay, no worries. So where is it? I'm looking for my script window. Let me minimize this one. It is here, down here. It's called the editor. For instance, let us say we want to add 1,000, maybe plus 200. Enter. Maybe you have 30 minus maybe 15. Enter. So you see, you keep on just typing and pressing enter, but nothing happens. So first of all, I have written these codes and typed enter. When we go here, when we go to the console window, nothing has happened. The console window is here. You see, we don't have anything, any output with regards to the codes that I have written. But now, when we want to execute this, let me go back to my script window to execute it. When I want to execute whatever you have done here, you are going to press Control R, Control plus R, like you are executing together, Control R. Sorry, first of all, you have to highlight them, the lines of codes you want to execute once, then Control R. Then when you go to the console window, when you go to the console window, here, mine is here, you can see 1,000 plus 200 is 1,200, that's output. 30 minus 15, it gives you 15. So what was the objective? The objective of today's session was for you to learn the R GUI interface, the difficulties and or the advantages and disadvantages of interacting with it, and so on. That was the objective, not even the arithmetics that we have been doing because we are going to do them, not even the plotting that we are doing. This was the objective of learning it. But given that because of time we are unable to go through the Arc Studio interface, I hope you have mastered how something that is happening. One, we have found out that when we are opening Arc GUI, there was only one window, which was the console window. When we were plotting, there's a new window that popped up, and that window is called the script window. After that, now, the graphics window, it is called the graphics window, the one that showcased the plot. After that, what else? Yeah, we have looked at the script window. The script window is also called as the editor. And whatever you have seen in the editor window is that you can just type your codes, then highlight all of them, execute once, then the output is being displayed in the console window. So, we have seen that one thing about R GUI interface is that it has three windows that are not in one, how can I say, in one window or in one display section, or I can call it, but let me use in one window, they keep on popping up. So take that, and tomorrow when we will be looking at the Arc Studio interface now, I'll ask you the final questions for you to differentiate between the two. So don't save anything. Basically, today's it was just to show you the navigation and you navigate through it and so on. So for a colleague who was using Linux, let me try to find something for you, then I'll be sharing with you so that tomorrow when we come, we are at par. Also, as I said, I shared a new link for the cart. In case even for those who had done it, you can just repeat it using the new link there. I see already some have done. So before we end our session, any question? Do we have any question? Okay, thank you guys. Have a good evening.
Good evening.
No, don't save anything. Don't save anything. Sorry for that. Don't save for today. Don't save anything. Just close it.